Previously in the book of Proverbs, I talked about how precious wisdom is and how it can be. Now I'm going to talk about how wisdom destroys fear when you gain it. Starting from verse 21 through verse 26. My son, let them not depart from your eyes. He's talking about wisdom. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life to your soul and grace to your neck. Then shall you walk in your way safely, and your foot shall not stumble. When you lie down or die, you shall not be afraid. Yes, you shall lie down or die, and your sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden disaster or fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord shall be your confidence, and shall keep your foot from being taken. So Solomon, having pronounced those happy who not only lay hold on wisdom, but retain her, here exhorts us therefore to retain her, assuring us that we ourselves shall have the comfort of doing so. The exhortation is to have religion's rules always in view and always at heart. To have them always in view, my son, let them not depart from your eyes. Let not your eyes ever depart from them to wander after vanity. Have them always in mind, and do not forget them. Be ever and anon or immediately thinking of them, and conversing with them, and never imagine that you have looked upon them long enough, and that it is time now to lay them by. But as long as you live, keep up and cultivate your acquaintance with them. He who learns to write must always have his eye upon his copy, and not let that be out of his sight, and to the words of wisdom must those, in like manner, have a constant respect, who will walk circumspectly or carefully. To have them always at heart, for it is in that treasury, the hidden man of the heart, that we must keep sound wisdom and discretion. Keep to the principles of it, and keep in the ways of it. It is wealth that is worth keeping. The argument to enforce this exhortation is taken from the unspeakable advantage which wisdom thus kept will be of to us. Number 1, in respect of strength and satisfaction, it will be life to your soul. It will quicken you to your duty when you begin to be slothful, and remiss it will revive you under your troubles when you begin to droop and despond. It will be your spiritual life, an earnest of life eternal. Life to the soul is life indeed. Number 2, in respect of honor and reputation, it shall be grace to your neck as a chain of gold or a jewel, grace to your jaws, so the word is, grateful to your taste and relish, so some. It shall infuse grace into all you say, so others. Shall furnish you with acceptable words, which shall gain you credit. Number 3, in respect of safety and security. This he insists upon in Proverbs, the scope of which is to show that the effect of righteousness, which is the same with wisdom here, is quietness and assurance forever. Good people are taken under God's special protection, those are saints, and therein they may have an entire satisfaction. They are safe and may be easy. And concerning security, number 1, in their motions by day. If our religion be our companion, it will be our convoy. Then shall you walk in your way safely. The natural life and all that belongs to it shall be under the protection of God's providence. The spiritual life and all its interests are under the protection of His grace, so that you shall be kept from falling into sin or trouble, or at least some of the times in trouble-wise. Sin, that's assurance if you are actually willing to resist temptation. Wisdom will direct us into and keep us in the safe way as far as may be from temptation, and will enable us to walk in it with holy security. The way of duty is the way of safety. We are in danger of falling, but wisdom will keep you, that your foot shall not stumble at those things which are an offense and overthrow to many, but which you shall know how to get over. Number 2, in the rest by night. In our retirements we lie exposed and are most subject to frights, but keep up communion with God and keep a good conscience. And then when you lie down, or this could be taken two ways. When you lie down and go to sleep, you shall lie down sweetly and not be, twisting and turning and having a guilty conscience. And this also can pertain to death. Lie down and sleep, those both can pertain to death. Your death should be sweet because you won't fear death. And then when you lie down, you shall not be afraid of fire, thieves, or specters, or any of the terrors of darkness, knowing that when we and all our friends are asleep, yet He that keeps Israel, and every true-born Israelite, neither slumbers nor sleeps, and to Him you have committed yourself and taken shelter under the shadow of His wings. You shall lie down and not need to sit up to keep guard. Having lain down, you shall sleep and not have your eyes held waking by care and fear, and your sleep shall be sweet and refreshing to you, being not disturbed by any alarms from without or from within. The way to have a good night is to keep a good conscience, and the sleep as of a laboring man, so of the wise and godly man is sweet. Number 3, in their greatest firms or dangers, integrity and uprightness will preserve us, so that we need not be afraid of sudden fear. The harms that surprise us, unthought of, giving us no time to arm ourselves by consideration, are most likely to put us into confusion. But let not the wise and good man forget himself, and then he will not give way to any fear that has torment, be the alarm ever so certain. Let him not fear the desolation of the wicked, when it comes, that is, the desolation which the wicked ones make of religion and the religious, though it comes, and it seems to be just at the door, yet be not afraid of it. For though God may use of the wicked as instruments of his people's correction, yet he will never suffer them to be the authors of the desolation, or rather the desolation which wicked men will be brought into in a torment. It will come, and timorous saints may be apprehensive that they shall be involved in it. But let this be their comfort, that though judgments lay waste generally, at least promiscuously, yet God knows who are his, and how to separate between the precious and the vile. Therefore be not afraid of that which appears most formidable. The Lord shall be not only your protector to keep you safe, but your confidence to keep you secure, so that your foot shall not be taken by your enemies, nor ensnared by your own fears. God is engaged to keep the feet of his saints. And that's the explanation of how wisdom can destroy fear in your life, both in death and by sleep and anything other. And now moving on to that if you have wisdom, great wisdom, little or great, you should share wisdom to others.